And we're live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey guys, Jordan Nielsen here, host of Real Estate Pros on Lister Pros TV. Today we're at Fairway Mortgage in Las Vegas, Nevada with Trish Williams of Keller Williams, the Marketplace One.
Marketplace One, yeah. Hi, Jordan.
Awesome. Yeah, thanks for coming back. Round two.
I know.
Real
I'm
Estate
glad you
Pros.
invited me back.
So, yeah, awesome to have you here.
Yeah.
And noticed your magazine around town.
Yeah. So
on the cover. So talk to us a little bit about this.
So yeah, we got top 100 real estate professionals in Las Vegas, and we're running kind of a promo for that right now. It's they're randomly in different stores, you know, Smith's, Vaughn's, Whole Foods, different places throughout the city. So there's different covers and different stands. If you run into one of our covers, take a selfie with it and tag Trish Williams team on Facebook. We're going to enter you into a drawing. We're going to have a raffle in August, which is the end of the issue circulation. And that raffle is going to be to win a 10-ounce bar of silver. So take a selfie, tag us in it, and you might have a chance to win.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome accomplishment, being a top 100 professional here in Las Vegas. We got nicely here on the background. But, awesome.
You.
So since the last time we talk to us about kind of what's going on in 2019 here in the Las Vegas real estate market.
In the market, okay.
Yeah.
So the market's kind of weird right now. I mean, it's doing good. We have one thing that's interesting is definitely we have more inventory. You know, there's a lot more inventory. There's a lot more houses to sell, a lot more houses to choose from as far as buyers are concerned. Mm-hmm. No major price reductions, though. Mm-hmm. You know, a lot of time, I mean, there are price reductions on listings, right. Yes, but sales prices, median price range has actually increased over the last year rather than decreased, even with the, you know, the inventory going up. So I think that's a little bit interesting, just because you would think that when sales slow down, prices would start to go down as well, but that's not really happening. Last year, I think this is funny because I put a post about this last year, you know, in spring. Everybody knows spring last year, you know, was crazy, insane. You know, you couldn't find a house, buyers or multiple offers on everything, like we remember 2018, right? Last year, it was every seller that I was talking to was, you know, oh, I'm going to wait to sell my house because the Raiders are coming. You know that. Oh,
yeah. And all of a sudden, when they come, right, all prices are going to double.
Prices are going to double, but it was so. I mean, it was so insane at that point where it was like, I mean, it was at least 80 to 90% of the listing appointments I would go on. It was like, well, I want to know what my value is now, but we're going to wait to list till the Raiders come. And I was like, why? Like, what does that mean? Why? How does that affect anything? Right. Like, it's you know what I mean? And like, to me, I look at like what's really behind that, you know, like who's building the stadium right now? It's probably, you know, it's construction workers and, you know, things like that. I mean, they're at a, their income is higher, you know, I mean, probably what are we looking like $40, $50 an hour jobs right now that are working on the stadium. And then once the stadium's up and running, we're probably talking, you know, more like concession stand workers. You know, it's definitely, the economics behind that doesn't make any sense to me, and it didn't then. And what I was telling people was, we're just going to have a flood of inventory if all the sellers are waiting.
They're all holding off. It's just going to drop them all. Maybe they're thinking that all the diehard Raiders fans are going to be moving once the Raiders move. I don't know.
I don't know. And I'm like, do you think the football players are going to be moving here, buying $350,000 houses? Like, I don't understand what people are thinking. You know, they watch the news, and the news doesn't know real estate, so it's bad advice.
Sure.
But yeah, so I did this Facebook post about it. It was kind of like a rant last year. You know, it was like, oh my gosh, this is insane, and why are so many people saying this? And then this year, now, you know, we're starting to see like exactly that. You know, more inventory. Now that inventory's slowing down, everybody wants to list their homes for sale because they want to, you know, catch this hype. But it's just like kind of I told you so.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So So you're seeing that pricing's, so inventory's up, but pricing's remained relatively the same, or maybe
relatively the same. I mean, it's increased slightly. There's not been a huge increase. One good thing is the median price range has not decreased. So we do see a lot of price reductions overall MLS, but what's behind that is because, last year you could price 10,000 over comp and it'd still sell. So a lot of people still have that mindset or mentality when they're pricing, and then we have to come down to reality and price to comp.
So is it more, are you seeing it shift more of a buyer's market than it was last year in 2019?
So it is more of a buyer's market, but we are, I guess by statistics or charts, we are technically still in a seller's market, but it is a lot more, buyers have more of a chance to ask for concessions, get closing costs, things like that they're getting. We're seeing a lot more of that, where last year wasn't even an option. Sellers are actually taking contingencies now, which is great, because last year, last year when people wanted to sell their house and buy another house, it was like, well, no one's going to take a contingency, or it's very slim chance. So now we're starting to see a little more of that. It actually, as both a listing agent and a buyer's agent, I like this a little bit more, because we actually do have, we get to use our negotiation skills. You can negotiate an offer. Before it was like you send an offer, it's like, it's highest price wins. Now you can actually go back and forth. You can negotiate. You can get some things. I like it. So.
Yeah. So okay. So definitely, there's been a little bit of changes in the market. So how about from a real estate agent perspective? Are you seeing an influx in a lot of people getting into the real estate market, and things that are making you as successful, right, as a top 100 performer? What are those things that you're seeing that you're doing this year to be a top performer?
Yeah, are you talking about agents getting into the market?
Right.
Yeah. Well,
just more like trends.
Yeah, we definitely have, there's a lot of, I think the last statistic I looked at for GLVAR was 11,000 or something. Insane number of active agents. It's still, there's still a lot of agents. There's a lot of competition out there. As far as what we're doing, my team's so customer service driven. My business is literally 95% referrals. It's just, it's past clients, they tell their friends, it's people that we work with. We're doing some business off of sign calls and, some other things, internet, or, video stuff that we have out there that people will call off of, but we're primarily referral driven. So customer service space, I feel like our industry's shifting so much with just disruption and, all these things that are going on. I feel like there's a ton of different big corporations that want to get rid of the realtor or, push the realtor aside. So for my business in particular, and this is what I train, on my team too, is just customer service is more important now than I think it ever has been, because we want to gain those relationships where people don't feel like we're replaceable. So that's it's just a big thing that we focus on, nurturing, gaining relationships, developing relationships with every client. They're never a number, everybody, we get in personal, personal relationship.
And that's impressive, to be able to have a business that sustains on that percentage of referral business and be a top performer. That does definitely speaks volumes to the level of service that you're providing to your clients, because if somebody has a bad experience, who's going to refer them to you?
Right. And it's I'd say probably in the last couple of years, we're probably overall 150, 200 families that we've worked with in some sort of way, and in real estate altogether. And I think out of all of them, I probably had 2 people that I can say actually had complaints, and it was just I don't know if it's being arrogant, but I think they were just impossible to please. Right. But, but everybody, usually the experience is so great afterwards. Like we create the people that we work with, like they're excited. They're like, they're excited about us. They want to tell people about us. And that's really the experience we try to provide for everybody.
Mm-hmm. So outside of customer service, what also sets you guys apart from the 11,000 agents? I did see part of your article in the magazine that you're not just a solo agent, you kind of have like a team.
Yeah. So we have, again, it goes back to customer services, but what we have is, when I started off, I was a solo agent, of course, when I've been in real estate now. This is my 5th year. I'm going into my 5th year right now. So when I started out, I was a solo agent, and what I found is, I was running myself ragged. It's like you be out all day with clients and then paperwork all night, and, just you can't operate and you can't provide a good level of service that way either. So started with an admin, having somebody full-time in the office, Monday through Friday to process paperwork. And now the way our system works is, my admin does paperwork. She creates systems to keep us very organized, just super organized, kind of watches over everything in the office and the way that it goes. She does marketing. Our listings aren't, we don't take a listing and just forget about it. It's constantly looked at daily, reverse prospecting, looking at like who's looking at our listing, who's, what's going on. We're constantly trying to find ways to get our listings sold. Right. So we have that going on behind the scenes. My buyer's agent, Allie, she's super amazing. she's just great, and she's out. She works with the buyers one-on-one. She's out showing houses. She's making sure that they're taken care of. But because we have such like the operation, the way that it works is, she has time to dedicate to them. It's not. It's not like, I don't have any time for you. I got to hurry up and show you this house. Like you can actually invest the time to care about what we're doing because we have everything else operating behind the scenes to keep, to keep everything in line. We have an intern on our team. He's in college right now studying real estate, so he's kind of just hanging out, learning about what's going on, how this works. He's does some like errands and stuff for us, every now and then. So he's great. We have another person coming on the team right now. Is another buyer's agent. He's bilingual, so I'm super excited. We finally got a bilingual person because we want to be able to help everybody. So that's super exciting for me. It's just it's just having an operation where we work together. It's not. And one thing that I think is a little bit different about our team versus a lot of other teams is you're not sent from department to department. It's not that experience where you're like, who's my agent again? Right. Like I'm there. I'm kind of obsessive about things probably, but I'm there. I oversee everything. I keep my relationships and communications with the clients throughout the process, and we work together. I mean, Allie, every morning at 8 a.m., we're talking to each other about who's doing what, what's going on. So it's never, none of us are ever out of the loop on what's going on. So we're all helping. It's like the client has, 4 realtors working for them instead of 1. We're all working together.
Awesome. So it sounds like a great operation and a team that you're not it's not like you can't talk to Trish. You're there to make sure that everything runs very, very smooth and that it's a great customer experience, right? So you continue your business and get referrals. So if somebody watching this is interested in having you represent them as a buyer or seller, how do people get a hold of you and your team?
My cell phone number is 702-308-2878. Our website is trishsellslv.com. We're on Facebook. I'm huge on Facebook, so I'm always on it. It's Trish Williams' team. Very easy to find us. There's a lot of ways to reach us.
So check it out. Find the magazines. Get the
find the magazine. Take a selfie. Tag us in it, and you'll get an entry into the raffle for a 10-ounce bar of silver. I mean, like not everybody has those laying around the house. So
I'm gonna have to take a selfie after this.
Absolutely, please do.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Trish, for joining me again on Real Estate Pros, and we will see you guys on the next episode.
Thank you.